Good evening and welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions that's happening this evening as part of Illinois' Virtual College Fair, so be sure to sign up for additional ones at the same website where you registered for this session. And this presentation is being recorded, and a recording of this session and all others will be available on that same website in about a week's time. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters, and we'll start this evening with Lake Forest College.
Everyone, my name is Melanie and I am an admissions counselor here at Lake Forest College. I'm happy to be with you all this evening. So Lake Forest College is located about 30 miles north of Chicago, and we're a liberal arts school, and we really support students in whatever they want to do, and we have a really open-minded approach to allow you to, as the screen says, design your own world, craft your own future, and make it at Lake Forest College. So a quick few facts here. Like I said, we're about 30 miles north of Chicago. About half of our students are from out of state and half are from in-state. And we have just over 1,500 students from across the country and across the world. I'll touch on scholarships in a little while, but scholarships for transfer students go up to $32,000. And we have a 98% career placement rate that we're very proud of. So what makes us unique as a liberal arts institution is that we offer academics in all subject areas: business, education, sciences, liberal arts, and you'll earn a Bachelor of Arts degree at Lake Forest. We also have a really robust career advancement center that prepares students to go into whatever they would like to after graduation. And with that, we have 11 full-time career advisors, which is a lot for any school, and especially for us being such a small school. So it's something that we are really excited about. We definitely take advantage of using Chicago and our proximity to Chicago. It's an easy train ride downtown, and students and faculty use it throughout the year, either for fun or for classes or for research. And lastly, we are a fairly diverse campus. We have just over 30% of domestic students of color on our campus, and we really emphasize our empowerment groups and learning about one another on campus. For transfer advising, all transfer students will be assigned a faculty advisor when they're admitted to the college. And we're also happy to connect you with this advisor throughout the application process or before you are even admitted as a student here. And then they will be your one-on-one advisor throughout the registration process before you even get to campus, and then throughout your bachelor's degree here at Lake Forest. And so when you initially meet with them, they might help you create a timeline to graduation for your specific major, or possibly your double majoring, or any combination of majors and minors. And we really want to make sure education is accessible by providing both merit-based aid and also need-based financial aid. So I'll touch on a few of those things now. Like I said, our merit scholarships go up to $32,000 per year. And one of the more common scholarships that transfer students receive is Phi Theta Kappa scholarships. For members of Phi Theta Kappa, that's guaranteed at $25,000. And then that goes up to $30,000 per year if you have a 3.75 GPA or above. We also have a new $2,000 honors scholarship for any students that might be in their honors program at your current school. And then you can apply for an additional fine arts scholarship that goes up to $5,000 per year if you want to be involved in the fine arts in any way. For need-based financial aid, that's really important to us too. So we encourage you to submit either the FAFSA if you can, or the CSS profile if you're an international student. And then we also have aid for undocumented students, so they can receive up to $40,000 of tuition coverage, and that's stackable with the MAP grant if they're eligible for the MAP grant in the state of Illinois. And then lastly, our Forrester flagship program is a full tuition program for any student that's an Illinois resident and that has received the MEP grant and the Pell Grant on their FAFSA. So to sum it up, there's definitely benefits of staying in Illinois, and if you're near Lake Forest or near Chicago, it's definitely helpful to just continue to be able to use that city, and definitely possible to commute as a transfer student, but then you still get that really strong community here on the Lake Forest College campus. So I would definitely encourage you to visit campus if you can, or if you're not comfortable visiting right now, we have virtual visits as well, and then also a virtual tour of campus on our website. And if you have any questions, feel free to jot down my information there or our Director of Transfer Admissions contact information, Melissa Naughton, and we're happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Melanie. Our next presentation this evening comes to us from Beloit College.
Hi, my name is Cherish Golden. I'm one of the admission counselors at Beloit College. And we're a small private liberal arts college about 90 minutes north of Chicago. So we're right on the Wisconsin-Illinois border. So just a little bit of information about our student body overall. We have a little under 1,300 students. They come from almost all 50 states, over 40 countries. We have 17% international students, 29% BIPOC students, and 24% first generation students. And some of our most popular majors include anthropology, biochemistry, creative writing, business and economics, education and youth studies, and psychology. Two distinctive facts about Beloit is that we actually have 2 teaching museums on campus. So the Logan Museum of Anthropology and the Wright Museum of Art. 1 out of 3 students choose to double major, and then 93% of students are employed or in graduate school within 6 months of graduation. With us being a smaller institution, we're really dedicated to meeting the students where they're at and making sure that they build genuine connections with staff and faculty, as well as classmates. So there's 2 specific ways that we do this. One would be our advanced mentoring program. So students who deposit and say they're going to attend Beloit, they get paired with an advisor within 72 hours of depositing. For transfer students, this program, it's a little more specific. So there's ongoing workshops and connections, a lot of personal and professional development opportunities. Another one of our programs are career channels. So these are optional programs where students can get hands-on experience in different career areas of interest. So right now we have an arts channel, one for business and entrepreneurship, one for health and healing, justice and rights, sustainability, world building, and then sports, fitness, and recreation. So you have access to on-campus mentors and advisors, suggested courses you should take, what you should be majoring in, different opportunities for off-campus studies, or extracurricular activities, and then networking with alums that work in the field. So staying on track to graduate, we have a very generous transfer credit policy to ensure that you graduate on time after coming to Beloit. So Beloit is on a unit system, and students are able to bring in a max of 15 Beloit units, which is equivalent to 60 credit hours. These credits may be applied towards graduation requirements. They may also be applied to a major or minor with consultation of the department chairs. And on the right-hand side, it's kind of our Beloit unit system broken down, and then class standing. Most students will bring in a full unit for a 4 credit hour class, and then 0.75 units for a 3 credit hour class, and so on. So admissions facts, the average GPA of admitted students is around 3.4. Our acceptance rate right now is around 58%. For transfer students specifically, our main merit aid scholarships go up to $30,000. And then we do have an additional one for students who are members of Phi Theta Kappa that's $5,000. only need to show proof of membership to receive that additional award. So in total, the scholarships can go up to $35,000. We do a holistic review of applications. We're on the Transfer Common app, or we have an application through our own website called the Beloit app. We don't have an application fee. We require the essay, one academic letter of recommendation, transcripts, so official college transcripts, high school transcripts. We look at extracurricular activities. We're also test optional, so we don't require the ACT or the SAT. So turning challenge into opportunity. We were recently recognized as the #5 most innovative college in the country by US News and World Report. A large part of that was because of our Beloit Action Plan, which was a series of academic, personal, and financial support programs in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. We do have a program called the Midwest Flagship Match, where we match the in-state tuition of your state's flagship institution. So that's for students in 6 different Midwest states, and transfer students are eligible for that. And then also our statement of culture, where we let students take the charge of behavioral expectations on campus during COVID. And here's my contact information. Again, I am the admission counselor that works with transfer students. So that's my email address, my work cell number. You can text or call me. If you go to our Contact Us website, you can schedule a virtual appointment with me, and then my office number. And thank you so much for attending.
Great, thank you so much, Cherish. Our next presentation this evening comes to us from Western Illinois University.
Good evening, my name is Tyler Easton from Western Illinois University. I'm going to share my screen here real quick. Hopefully, there we go. And I just want to share a little bit of information and a little bit more about what makes WIU a unique choice for transfer students. So first, I just want to go over some fast facts about us. We have over 7,600 total students for total enrollment, over 60 academic majors, an average class size of 18, a student faculty ratio of 13:1, and 96% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty. We also have over 250 student organizations. So what does this mean for you? It means you'll receive all the benefits of a comprehensive public state university in a setting where you matter to both faculty, to staff, and to other students. We also have 3 different locations. We have our Macomb campus, which is our traditional residential campus that has over 60 academic programs. That's going to give you the traditional college experience in a college town. We also have our Quad Cities campus, which is our urban riverfront non-residential campus with over 20 academic programs. That'll allow you to experience Western in a metropolitan urban setting. And then we also have a variety of academic programs that are fully available online. As I mentioned earlier, we have over 60 academic programs. I just want to highlight a few of those, but these are just a starting point. All of our academic programs have very excellent websites that'll give you reasons you should look at Western for that major, job placements for recent graduates, and then also scholarship opportunities within those majors. For a full list of those majors, all you have to do is go to wiu.edu/academics. So first, Law Enforcement and Justice Administration. That's our largest academic program. It's the 3rd largest program in the country and the only one of its kind. It's internationally known, and it has been specifically developed in collaboration with industry leaders and is taught exclusively by professionals who have worked in the field. We also partner with over 1,300 agencies for the required internship for that program, and we have a state-of-the-art crime lab. Education is our first and oldest major. We started off as a teacher's college. We're a Golden Apple Scholars partner. We also partner with the Great River Teacher Corps, which provides scholarships to students who commit to teaching in rural schools. And then our graduates from that program are well prepared for the classroom. Next, I want to move on to our College of Business and Technology, our business degrees. We hold AACSB accreditation. That accreditation puts us in the top 5% of business colleges in the world. Our supply chain management major has nearly 100% job placement rate. Our accountancy program is has one of the highest CPA exam pass rates in the entire state. And then engineering is ABET accredited. We have 100% pass rate on the fundamentals of engineering exam, state-of-the-art equipment and labs, and then opportunities for real-world experience with industry through internships and senior design projects. Nursing has 100% job placement. Our NCLEX pass rate is in the high 90s. And then agriculture has hands-on experience with traditional, new, and organic crops, as well as livestock. We have numerous grants and an international reputation for research. We also started a brand new minor in cannabis production in fall 2020 within agriculture. And then broadcasting and journalism is an award-winning, nationally recognized program as well. As far as transfer scholarships, we have our transfer commitment scholarship for $2,500. If you have a 2.5 GPA or higher, you'll automatically receive that scholarship. It's available to both part-time and full-time students. We have our Alumni Legacy Scholarship beginning this fall for $1,500 to any child or grandchild of a Western alum. We also have a $1,000 Leatherneck Visitor Scholarship. So we really encourage you to sign up and attend a visit with undergraduate admissions. Virtual visits work for this. This is a great way to learn more about Western and to earn a scholarship. We have our Phi Theta Kappa Scholarship for $1,000, our Transfer Admissions Guarantee Scholarship. If you participate in that program, enroll at Western, you'll earn a $1,000 scholarship, and then numerous foundation departmental scholarships as well. Transfer requirements, we're looking for 24 earned hours and a 2.0 cumulative GPA. And then our Transfer Admissions Guarantee. This program will guarantee your admission to Western as a transfer student. You just have to have fewer than 30 hours when you apply for this program. We'll waive your application fee and make sure that your transfer process is seamless. Plus you get a $1,000 scholarship for being in that program. Lastly, I've just listed a couple different ways to connect with us. If you have any questions for us, definitely reach out, let us know, but definitely schedule a visit with us to learn more about us and to get that $1,000 scholarship. Thanks for having us.
Great, thank you. And our next presentation tonight comes to us from Herzing University.
Sorry, I was trying to switch from my phone to my computer so that it's a little bit better. All right. Hold on one second. Let me see that it's not muting me completely. All right. So hi, sorry. I don't know how everyone else's weather is, but mine is terrible and we're getting 3 to 5 inches of snow right now. So I was trying to get out of the car and back into the office. All right, so Herzing University, not sure how many people have heard of us. I would call us kind of a diamond in the rough. Probably one of the main things that we see on transfer is our nursing program. So we are a direct admit, no waitlist nursing program, which means that if you meet the requirements, which is a 2.5 cumulative GPA or a 58 on your TEAS test, then you would be able to enroll in our program. For nursing, we are probably one of the largest programs. We have about 320 graduates coming out this year between our LPN and our BSN program. We opened it up and said, we know there's a nursing shortage. We feel that if you meet these requirements, that we can make you a nurse. We stay with our students till the very end and ensure that they pass at NCLEX. We have a 95% pass rate overall for every nursing student that has ever come through our program. So, and I can tell you that through some of our stories, that has been one time they take the test, that has been 3 times they take the test. It doesn't matter, we stay with our students till the end. The goal is at the end of the admissions process for our students to say it mattered and I mattered. When they graduate, we want them to say that this is the best decision they've ever made. Because of these reasons, we do try to make transferring as easy as possible. So we have guaranteed transfer agreements. We have a pretty flexible transfer policy and we do a lot of mapping. with community colleges to ensure that students have a map that they can take classes at the community college level for less, and then come to Herzing for their core classes. What else would I like to point out? It's weird not being able to see people's faces as an extrovert, just so we all know. I would love to see how you're reacting. The pandemic has been terrible. We do have other programs besides nursing. So we do business, IT, criminal justice. Those we see a little bit more of from our transfer partners. We do offer our study abroad program in China. Right now, we have a pretty extensive relationship with them for our business students, which is fantastic, except for right now in the pandemic, as I'm saying it. Obviously, we haven't had too many people traveling like most, but absolutely love that program that we have set up with them. Have a very extensive, very specialized team that deals with our study abroad. What else? So we're kind of a school that if you are looking for a traditional college experience, that would not be us. I want to love you. I'm the director of admissions here, just not forever. So our goal is to get you in and get you out. All of our bachelor's degrees are 3 years in length if you come in with 0 transfer credit. If you came in with transfer credit, generally we see students for about 2 years, maybe 2 years and 4 months for a bachelor's degree. So our goal is to get you in and get you into the field that you're looking for. We're very career driven. You will find our majors lead directly into careers. And like I said before, our nursing program is a direct admit, no wait list. We also offer dual credit in a lot of our programming. So in our business, IT, and our nursing programs, you can take anywhere between 9 and 12 credits towards a master's degree for no extra cost. Does this sync those programs together? It's not like, ha ha ha, I've got you for a master's degree now. It is simply just to allow you to explore those master's classes and save costs on your master's. So I tell students that if you are 1% thinking you might want a master's degree, this is a great option for you. So you have 5 years generally to use those courses. Like I said, it doesn't sync your degrees together, but it's a great cost savings for you to use. And also a lot of times a good way to introduce yourself into the master's program. So I will put my information in the chat so that you have me, but please feel free to reach out with any other questions you might have. And thanks for attending tonight.
Great. Thank you so much, Erin. Our next presentation this evening comes to us from Earlham College.
Hi, thank you so much for having me tonight. I'll go ahead and share my screen. I'm Susan Hillman de Castañeda. I'm Director of International Admissions and Transfer Admissions at Earlham College in Richmond, Indiana. We are located across the state. So if you just get on 70, across the straight east of Indianapolis, that's where we're located, right on the Indiana-Ohio border. Earlham is a small liberal arts and sciences. We have very dedicated staff who are very much focused on your academic, professional, and personal development. We have about 800 students this year total. About 20% of them are international students coming from over 50 countries. Another 22% of our students are domestic multicultural students. So while we are located in Richmond, Indiana, we are a very diverse campus, and we'd love to have you join us. We do have a number of transfer students who join us every year from a variety of places around the country. We are working on articulation agreements with community colleges outside of Indiana. We do have a very robust one with Ivy Tech in Indiana. So we're moving out and working on Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, and Kentucky next. We have a lot of opportunities for you to study on campus, choose your major. You'll probably come in already with a major since you will be transferring in, and you will have a specialized advisor working with you so that you can make sure that you get through in the amount of time that you have allotted to you, the 2 years left. Earlham is founded by the Quakers, and we have some values and principles that we put into practice, or values that almost anybody can adhere to. So for example, respect for persons, simplicity, integrity, commitment to peace and justice, and community decision-making. Everyone's on a first name basis at Earlham, so it really allows for different types of conversations to happen. And that allows us also to challenge and support you equally as you're moving through your experience. We have over 40 majors and minors. Again, coming in as a transfer student, you probably have a pretty specific idea of what you'd like to major in, and you will have an academic advisor who will start working with you before you even arrive on campus, so that you make sure that you get all of the courses in that you need. You can double major, you can major minor, you can simply just major. All of that is fine. It's up to you to sort of create your path through the college. Some of our biggest programs are biology, neuroscience, psychology, computer science, and our global management program, which is our business program. Our classroom is where the magic happens. The average class size is about 13 students. So there's always time for you to ask your questions, for your voice to be heard, to listen carefully to other people. All of our classes are taught by professors. We do not have graduate assistants teaching classes, which again makes for a very robust discussion and a lot of learning happening in the classroom. You do have opportunity to work with professors outside of the classes too, on their research project or your own research project. And Earlham has been recognized by the Princeton Review for several years running now as having one of the best classroom experiences. We have an EPIC program, which is sort of a meta program, and it entails several centers. Through that, every student, even transfer students, is guaranteed up to $5,000 for a funded internship or a research opportunity. That allows you to go anywhere in the world. $5,000 will take you to have a summer experience. Most internships are not paid. So we had some Earlham alums give us probably close to $10 million now to make that available to every student. So that's still open to you as transfer students. We have over 60 clubs and organizations. We are Division III athletics. So if you're wanting to play on an athletic team, you can do that at Earlham. We're very residential, so we have 8 residence halls. We have theme house and friendship houses. We do not have sororities and fraternities. We'd rather include people. We also have some apartments in the back of campus, and students live on campus all 4 years. We use the common application, the transfer part of it. So we do need, sorry, I didn't get that added in here. We do need to have a college report, your high school transcript, personal essay, and recommendations from your professor. We have merit scholarships that start at $20,000, go up to $30,000. They are available to transfer students too. And then need-based grant based on your FAFSA. I'd love to have a conversation with you and to help you see how Earlham could be the next step for you. Thanks so much. I can get out of here. Help.
Thank you so much, Susan.
You're welcome.
And our final presentation before we venture into Q&A comes to us from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda, and I am the transfer admissions counselor here at UW-La Crosse. I actually graduated from La Crosse a few years ago, and my primary role is to help transfer students through the application process to make the transition as smooth as possible, and I am the primary evaluator for incoming transfer credit. I'll go ahead and start this. If you're not familiar with the La Crosse area, we are located in the Mississippi River Valley on the left-hand side of Wisconsin. We are surrounded by nature. We have Mississippi River is only about a mile away from campus, and we have lots of outdoor activities during the whole year that are available for students. We also actually have 3 colleges in town, and so we're considered a really college-friendly area. And some will say that we kind of have the best of both worlds. We have the small town atmosphere, but we also have the big city amenities. We're considered a medium-sized university, and we have a little over 10,000 students. Even with all those students, our average class size is only around 28 students. per classroom. And then our most popular majors include biology, exercise sports science, education, psychology, business management. Even though those are the top 5, we do offer over 100 majors on campus, and you can definitely mix and match majors and minors to whatever you want to study. For non-resident tuition, it's a little over $10,000 per semester. That also depends on if you would like to live on campus or off campus. Transfer students are able to do whatever they feel most comfortable with. What's unique at La Crosse is that our textbooks are actually included in our tuition cost. So if you have 2 textbooks for the semester, or if you have 20 textbooks for the semester, that's all included in tuition, and it's actually through a textbook rental program. So definitely saves a lot of money there. But moving specifically into some transfer information, the application for the fall is currently open. As time goes on, applications for subsequent semesters will open up, but if you would like to apply, we simply need an application. Our application fee is $25, and that actually decreased from $50 that students in the past had to pay. We do need your high school transcript and all of your college transcripts, including from maybe some dual credit that you earned in high school. We definitely would like to see those credits as well. And then once we receive all of your materials, we can make a decision on your application. At La Crosse, it really is a 2-part system to transfer. The first part happens in our office, getting your materials to us, getting the decision made, and then we will post your transfer credits to your student center. From there, we will get you connected to the second part of the transfer process, and that's working with the department that you want to major in. We'll get you connected with an advisor who helps you plug your transfer credits into your degree plan and helps you figure out how much time you might have left to earn a bachelor's degree here. So you really do get that personal advising experience. And transfer students do have plenty of opportunities to apply for scholarships. Depending on the time of the year, different windows of scholarship applications are open, but we do offer a Phi Theta Kappa scholarship for students who are involved in that. Now, most transfer students want to know how their credits transfer, especially maybe from coming from a different state. So we are using Transferology, so please use that database to look us up, search for your classes, see how they transfer. We do update this weekly, so whenever we add new equivalencies to our system, they're going to be shown up in Transferology pretty quickly. And what's new is we actually will waive general education requirements for students who have earned an Associate of Arts or any kind of liberal arts degree, transfer degree, any general education or liberal arts program that you're a part of. If you earn that associate's degree, yes, we will waive your general education requirements, and that does save a lot of time and save a lot of money. So that way you can jump right into the classes for your major and hit the ground running with your program. In addition, if you are not ready to apply to our school and would like to just see what your options are and maybe plan your coursework a little bit ahead of time, we would love you to connect with our transfer advisor, Celinda. She's a rock star at making sure that you're taking the right classes that are going to transfer, or making sure that you are in the right program to waive your general education requirements here. So definitely reach out to her if you would like to just talk about maybe your future plans and figure out how your credits are working into our majors. But I would love for you to reach out to me. Like I said, I really am the primary contact for all of our incoming transfer students. Feel free to explore our website. We have lots of different virtual and on-campus visit options. So whether you just want to give us a call and chat about some of the questions that you have and learn a little bit more about campus, you can do that, or plan a trip and come up here to La Crosse. And explore the area, and you could maybe even go on some hikes or explore kind of the Riverside Park and different things that we have in town. So not only do we want you to enjoy your experience on campus, but we want you to be a part of our city and a part of our community. So we would really love to have you. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out. I hope to hear from a lot of you soon. But thanks for listening and thanks for having us.
Great, thank you so much. That concludes all of the initial presentations from all of our panelists, but we'll bring everyone back for kind of one final question, and we can answer them in the same order as the original presentations. And that would be, if you had to share kind of one event or tradition that really is a special part of your campus community, what would you share?
Ooh, nice. I like it.
Hi everyone. One thing that I would share would probably be homecoming is always really fun. There's always hundreds of alumni that come to our campus, and student clubs and organizations and sports and everything make floats for a parade. So usually fall in the Midwest is really beautiful. You can kind of see it in my background here, but that's a really exciting campus tradition that everyone likes to participate in.
Hi, everyone. For Beloit College, there's an event that takes place each year called Chelonia. It's usually been during the spring semester, but it's run through the dance department. It's open to any student. They don't have to be a dance or theater major. They basically choreograph their own pieces. They dance to a lot of unique music. So it's an event that I've attended each year since I've been at Beloit, and it's become a staple on campus. So I'd say that's my favorite event.
My favorite tradition for Western is we are the Fighting Leathernecks. We're the only school in the country that has a military mascot. So a leatherneck is a Marine, and we have an English bulldog, a live English bulldog that comes to all the sporting events. We're D1 for athletics. So those are really exciting times at Western whenever there's a sporting event and the mascots are out, the Fighting Leathernecks are playing.
I can jump in on this one. Another one for me is the events that we have from the Multicultural Center. The Multicultural Center actually houses a lot of our cultural events and organizations for, it spans over the cultural dynamic of the university. So not only does it give the student an opportunity to see how vast we are with culture, but then it also gives the faculty and staff an opportunity to come also to great days and events that we have with food and festivals. So it actually includes everybody, and they have at least one big event a year. So that's one of my favorites.
I think for me, it's really hard to narrow it down at listening to all your events. I'm like, ooh, we're feeders. I do love food. It's a good coping mechanism. I think probably my favorite is our BASH, which stands for Building a Stronger Herzing. And we run that as a gala and a golf outing. And we pick, for each event, we pick a nonprofit or right now we have a campus in Kenosha. That's where I'm housed. Our golf outing actually raised money for the rebuild of Kenosha with the civil unrest that we had this past year. So we always look for some kind of cause or some kind of nonprofit to support during each of these events to help raise money. And it's a great event for our students to come together.
Your audio did cut out right at the end. Sorry about that.
IT says it's fine. Sorry, but yay, BASH events.
Hi, at Earlham, our tradition actually spans 4 years. So our incoming students line up in Carpenter Hall, which is one of the older buildings on campus, process out the doors, down the sidewalk, and sit under the trees in our outdoor stage. that has all the flags of all the countries of the students in that class, and they're welcomed by the president, the mayor, all the academic deans. And then 4 years later, they process out those same doors down that same sidewalk with all their family around for graduation. So it's a wonderful bookend to their experience at Earlham.
And at UW-La Crosse, again, it is hard to pick just one event and one tradition that is the most fun, but I would say the event on campus that definitely brings the most energy is in the fall. We have a really big, it's called Involvement Fest. So we have over 200 clubs and organizations on campus, and we have a lot of green space on campus, and almost all 200 of those clubs will set up a booth, and students just get to walk around during the fall right away in the semester and kind of see what organizations are out there. And they're always handing out food. You can sign up for email lists. There's always music playing. And so it's a really great way right away during the fall to get connected with different organizations and see what things are out there. And especially during the fall when it's nice weather, it's a great time to, just see what's around. So again, definitely check us out if you need anything, and thanks for having us.
Great. Thank you all so much for sharing your institutions with us, and thank you everyone for joining us. When this window closes, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey, and we would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, just a reminder that this was one of many sessions being hosted this evening, and the recordings will be available on the same website where you registered or viewed this one. Thanks so much and have a great night.